All right, friends, so we'll just start sitting on your mat. So here you are, another day, another breath, another opportunity to be with yourself in loving and compassionate ways. Slow down your breathing and let it move deeper into your body. See that breath moving all the way down into your belly and into the bowl of your pelvis. And check in with your body. Notice how you feel. Pay attention to what you observe. And allow yourself to fully show up for yourself and your practice today. Take a deep breath in and lift up through the crown of your head, sitting up nice and tall. And feel that sense of lift and that extension all the way up through the crown of your head. Take another inhale and let your shoulders relax down your back as you lift through your chest. And as you exhale, begin to slowly roll your head around in some gentle circles. Slowly inviting some movement, loosening up the neck, and take your time to really feel what's going on in your body. And when you're ready, you can reverse direction, just taking your time. Really listen to your body here. Go as fast or as slowly as you need to. And when you feel complete, you can slowly roll your head back up to center. And just settle into your breath here. Now tiptoe your right fingertips to the right. Sweep your left arm up and over and take a gentle stretch into the left side of your waist. So just nice and easy here as we're just warming up. We don't have to go into our deepest stretch right away. This is just a chance to slowly start to awaken your body. So we'll take one more breath, reach a little farther, feeling your side body open. Then on your next inhale, we'll come all the way up and make your way to the second side. Walking your fingertips to the left, you'll sweep your right arm up and over. Leaning into that left side body, feel that deep stretch along the right side, just starting to open up, one breath at a time. Anchor down through your right hip bone. It gives you a little counter stretch, a little opposition in the stretch. Reach for one more breath, in and out, full, complete breath. Then on your next inhale, we'll come all the way back up. Then reach your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Squeeze the palms of your hands together so you have a real strong, firm grip. Then stretch your fists back away from your hips. So we're stretching the arms back. See if you can Roll your shoulder blades onto your back and really stretch your chest and shoulders open. Take one more breath. Inhale, open through your chest. You may even open through your gaze as you reach the fists back. Then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. Coming back through center, you can release your hands back onto your knees. Take a deep breath in. And exhale a deep breath out. Then sweep your left hand across to your right knee. Bring your right fingertips behind you, moving into a twist. We inhale to lift and create more space in the spine. And as you exhale, you twist a little deeper, turning your gaze all the way over your right shoulder. We work into a nice deep twist. From this twist, right where you are, bring your right hand back behind your head. We're going to lean up and over towards the left knee, but you still have a twist. So you can use your left hand to pull against your right knee and scoop that left shoulder under more. Then reach your right elbow up and over, deepening the stretch between your ribs and your shoulder. And we'll slowly rise, making your way back to center. You can just take a moment right here, sitting in your seat. Take a full cycle of breath. In and out. Then we'll twist to the second side, sweeping the right hand across. Left fingertips reach down and back. Take an inhale to lift and grow tall. And an exhale to twist a tiny bit deeper. Turn your gaze all the way over your left shoulder. Maximize that twist. Then we'll reach the left hand back behind your head. Inhale to lift up out of your waist, and as you exhale, we'll lean towards that right knee. So again, you want to tighten up the twist by pulling against your left knee and rolling the right shoulder under. Then reach that left elbow up and over, taking it into a good side body stretch. And we'll slowly rise, making your way all the way back up to center. Take a full round of breath. If you want to just bring in any movements, you can make a little seated cat and cow. You can do the side to side spinal wave. Roll your head around, make circles, anything that feels good to just start to mobilize your spine. Then we're going to let this movement carry you all the way into your tabletop position. So you can explore how that might happen for you. You've got this great spinal mobility. Maybe you start to crawl forward on your hands and roll to your hands and knees. And you can keep that spinal movement happening as you come onto your hands and knees. So just exploring that movement of the spine. No right or wrong. Just movement, exploration, breath, and sensation. And we'll slowly begin to resolve the movement, making your way back to stillness, now in your strong, sturdy tabletop position. So stabilize through your legs, anchoring into the earth, and begin to walk your hands forward towards the front edge of your mat. Let your heart soften down towards the floor, opening through your chest and shoulders. This is a little puppy pose. Not quite down dog, but similar sensation, especially this feeling in the shoulders and chest. This is the feeling when you're in down dog. And you feel the length along the sides of your waist and that gentle curve in your low back. Take another deep breath and allow yourself to memorize this feeling. Remember this sensation in your chest and shoulders and your waist and your core. Then we'll walk your hands back in and begin to press yourself up into your down dog. Now, I recommend in the beginning, let's just bend behind your knees. So the legs don't have to be all the way straight. We'll just let the knees be relaxed. From that position, you have a little more leverage to open through your chest and shoulders. Feel that extension in your spine, just like in that puppy pose, and press down through your finger pads and your knuckle mounds, engaging the strength of your arms and your hands. Now maintain that length in your spine. Maintain that openness in your shoulders, and we'll gently begin to extend through the knees and reach your heels towards the earth. And notice if your tailbone immediately wants to go down. See if you can keep the tailbone high while the legs lengthen. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. Then we'll gently walk your feet forward. Just taking your time. One step at a time. You make your way on a journey to the top of your mat, coming into your forward fold. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Again, you can bend your knees if you need to help you open up the backs of the legs and let your upper body release. Now I invite you to shift your weight side to side, bending into one knee and then the other. Exploring a little movement in the pose allows you to get more access to more parts of the legs that need to stretch. Gently shifting your weight right to left, left to right. And then we'll slowly begin to resolve, coming back to center, just folding over your legs. Let's practice our half lift. We'll do a round of 3, sliding your hands onto your shins. Inhale your breath and unfurl your spine. Waving your spine long, we'll exhale and release. Waving the spine back down. Folding over your legs, nice deep forward fold. Let's inhale and extend through your spine. Try to slow down your breathing to match the movement. Then we'll exhale and gently release. We'll go one more time like this. Inhale to lift and extend. And we'll exhale and wave it down, folding over your legs. Then bend into your knees. We're going to plant your hands on your mat and step your left foot back. So we're stepping into a lunge. So make sure that you have, plenty of space between the feet so you're setting up a nice solid lunge. Then lower your left knee down to the floor. Inhale to lift your heart up, opening through the front of your left hip, opening those hip flexors. Then bring your right hand onto your knee. Press against that right knee and twist your shoulders around to the right side. So you'll feel a deeper opening in the hip flexor, and you'll start to notice a stretch as you twist into the low back. So get a nice good revolution here. Then we'll slowly come back to center, releasing your right hand down. Shift your hips back over your left knee and extend the right leg straight. Let's inhale to lift and extend through your spine. Then exhale and gently fold. Again, inhale, lift and extend through your spine. Exhale and fold your body down. We'll go one more time like this. Inhale to lift and extend, drawing your tailbone back. We'll exhale and fold it down. Then you can pause right here. Taking a couple slow, steady breaths. Work into the hamstring, allowing your legs to open. Release through the back of your neck. Let your head and shoulders relax. We'll take one more breath here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, see if you can fold just a tiny bit deeper. And then we'll inhale to lift and extend through your spine. Now we're going to take it into that revolved variation. Opening your right fingertips to the sky, we open up the IT band, which moves down the length of the leg, but as you twist your heart around, you start to feel the stretch coming along the back of the hip. Lengthen through your spine as you open through your chest and shoulders. Take one more deep inhale and really juice the twist, opening as deeply as you can. Then we'll exhale and release, bringing your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Shift your weight forward back into the right foot, and we're going to lower down into lizard pose. So you'll start to bend into your elbows, letting your chest come down. Now you may choose to just stay right here, or you may start to lower your forearms down onto the mat. So we're deepening that stretch into the inner right thigh. Just breathe into that sensation, slowing down your breath, slowing down your thoughts, so that all you experience, your whole awareness, is in your body. Then slowly begin to press yourself up. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to rotate this left knee 90 degrees on your mat. So you'll rotate your hips open. This front knee is still bent. So both knees are bent here. This is kind of an unusual shape. But from where you are, walk your hands about 45 degrees off the edge of your mat. So it's not completely to the side, it's not completely to the front. It's about 45 degrees down the middle. Let your heart soften down towards the floor, like in our puppy pose. The arms are extended, the shoulders are extended, and you lunge forward into that right foot. So this is a massive hip opener, you guys. Take a deep breath in. Exhale a deep breath out. And walk your hands back into center. You're going to press yourself up, all the way up to kneeling. So we come up high. You can extend your arms out to the side and release your left hand to the back edge of your mat. Shift your weight into that hand, reaching your right arm up and over. You'll extend through the right knee. Stargazer pose. Reach from your fingertips to your toe tips, from your toe tips to your fingertips. Feel that full body stretch. Then slowly walk your hands back around to the front. You're coming all the way back to your lunge, so you can rotate your left knee back around to its place. Then plant your hands on your mat. Lift your left knee, and we're going to sweep the right leg up and back. A nice tripod. Stretch that heel high, then gently lower your foot back down to the floor. See if you can re-establish that nice, strong down dog, opening through your chest and shoulders as you curl your tailbone to the sky, feeling that deep stretch and extension through your legs. And we'll slowly walk your feet right back down to center. So we're coming all the way forward, one step at a time. And let's inhale and lift halfway, extending your heart forward, roll your shoulders down your back, then exhale and gently release, folding your body down. Then again, we'll plant your hands on your mat. You can bend into your legs, shift your weight into that left foot, and step the right foot to the back edge of your mat. Setting up your good sturdy lunge. Let's lower the right knee down. Shift your weight forward into the left foot, opening through the front of your right hip. You can even lift up through your chest and lift through the crown of your head, increasing the stretch. Then we'll bring the left hand to your knee, press against that left leg and twist your heart around. So you get more stretch through the hip flexor, you get more stretch through the spine as you twist. We'll take one more moment here, really twisting your heart around. Then we'll gently release, coming back to center. Now glide your hips back over your right knee, extending through the left leg. Whew. Let's inhale to lift and extend through your spine. Reach your tailbone back. As you exhale, fold your body down. Then again, we'll inhale, lift and extend through your heart, opening through your chest. We'll exhale and gently release, folding it back down. One more cycle. Let's inhale, waving the spine long. And exhale to wave the spine down. And we'll pause here for about 3 good breaths. Work your way into the stretch. Wherever you notice resistance, anywhere that your body is trying to recoil or fight the stretch, see if you can breathe a little deeper into that space. Find your yes in the pose. Then we'll inhale to lift and extend the heart up. And open your left fingertips to the sky, moving into that revolved half split. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know about you guys, but this is my ay, ay, ay moment. You want to extend through your spine as you roll your shoulders open, drawing back on that left hip. Just go into the ay, ay, ay. Breathe a yes into the tight places. One more inhale, get a good deep twist, juice it up. Then we'll exhale and release your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Shifting forward into that lunge, we're going to lower down into your lizard pose. Bending into your elbows, your heart begins to melt. Eventually, your forearms may make their way down onto the mat. And as you settle into this pose, you really want to think about that left rib cage coming down along the inside of the left thigh. So even though your forearms may be down or maybe your hands are down, we're really trying to soften through the rib cage. Let the chest and the ribs, the whole torso, melt down into that left hip. Then we'll slowly rise, walking your hands back in. Now we'll make that slight adjustment, rotating your right knee 90 degrees onto your mat. Okay, so we have this kind of modified pose, and then you'll walk your hands 45 degrees off the right side of your mat. You want to try and extend through your arms, reaching your shoulders open, melting through your chest as you keep that stable structure, knee over ankle, right? So we really want to stabilize through that front leg as you reach your left hand across, getting a deep stretch here. 3, 2, 1. Then slowly walk your hands back in. Pressing yourself up will open the arms out to the side. Then float your right hand to the back edge of your mat. Sweeping your left arm up and back will reach the left knee straight and stretch through your whole side body. Oh, feels so good. Then gently walk your hands back around, making your way back into your lunge. We'll spin the right knee back to its place, coming all the way back around. Plant your hands on your mat. Lift that right knee, then we'll sweep the left leg up and back. Open in that strong tripod pose, then gently float your left foot back down to the floor. Take a full round of breath in your down dog. Then we'll slowly walk your feet forward, one step at a time. Inhale to lift and extend through your spine. Then exhale and fold your body down. And gently bend your knees all the way down to the floor. We're coming all the way down into your seat. Then bring the soles of your feet together and your knees open wide. You're going to hold on to your ankles here and lift through your chest. Roll your shoulders down your back as you inhale and grow tall. Then exhale and lean forward, keeping the spine long. Just hinge at your hips, reaching the heart forward. We'll take another inhale here, reaching through the chest and out through the crown of your head. As you exhale, gently fold all the way down. Whatever your all the way is, right? So there's no need for comparison. There's just pure experience. Whatever you're feeling in your body is there for you to work with. So you can breathe into it. Find your yes. Allow the hips to soften. We all do the work, no matter what the pose looks like. So just breathe into your experience and allow it to be what it is. And notice that the longer you stay with it, the more it begins to open. There's a great value in hanging out and being in the stretch, even if it's confronting or even if it's uncomfortable, because as you breathe and meditate with the experience, your body starts to respond. So give yourself that time. And let's slowly begin to roll yourself out of your stretch. Just rolling your spine back up to center. Go nice and slow. I know for me, sometimes coming out of these deep stretches, I can get like a little bit of a light head or a little bit of a head rush. So just go slow and move in your body. Then we'll extend your right leg out in front of you. Reach your fingertips to the floor on either side of your knee. Then we'll inhale together, lift and extend through your spine. As you exhale, start to tiptoe your fingertips forward. Leaning into the stretch, just walk your hands as far forward as you can, gently folding over your legs. Breathe slow and steady. And here's a little something to think about. As we move into this forward fold, sometimes the left shoulder or the left side wants to hang back a little bit. See if you can roll the left shoulder down in alignment with your right shoulder. So your chest is really balanced as it's folding down the center. We'll take one more cycle of breath here, going deeply. Then on your inhale, we'll slowly lift your heart and extend through your spine. Then step your left hand to the outside of your right foot. You guys may remember this from Monday. Glide your right fingertips back and twist through your spine, getting that nice rotation. As you exhale, we'll gently fold over the leg, maintaining that twist. And I find if you reach that left arm across, I'm actually able to get a stretch behind the left shoulder as well. So I'm getting the stretch in my right leg, across in my low back, and all the way up behind the left shoulder. So there's a lot you can access here. Then let's slowly rise, making your way all the way back up to center. Okay, then place your left hand to the back edge of your mat. We're going to roll up onto the left shin, lifting your hips away from the floor. Reach the right arm up and back. We're coming right back into that Stargazer pose. Full side body stretch, reach. And then gently lower your hips back down to the floor. And we're going to step the right foot to the outside of your left leg. Hug your right knee in towards your left shoulder. You could even, sometimes I like to do this in a deep twist, take your hand across your belly and just twist the flesh of your belly around. So you move everything simultaneously in that twist, allowing you to get even deeper. Then hug that left knee in. Place your right fingertips down to help you press against the earth and lift up through the crown of your head. So you're getting a great digestive clearing in this deep twist while you're getting a great low back stretch, a nice spinal twist, and a great stretch into the right hip. So there's a lot going on in this beautiful deep twist. We'll take one more deep breath in. See if you can breathe into the sides and backs of your lungs. Then we'll gently release to the front. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this entire shape with the legs, place your hands back and rotate the whole shape 90 degrees. So now you're sitting in a figure 4. You've got the right ankle crossed over the left knee. Now we're in a sitting pigeon pose. So press your right knee open to the side. Press against your mat to lift up your spine. And the more you can lift and lengthen through your spine, the more exciting, juicy stretch you're going to get in that outer hip. And you can play with a little movement if you like, and just experiment with gently rocking your shape side to side. It's just a little exploration, seeing what some movement does. And if you find a spot that feels particularly juicy, feels really good, you can hang out there and take some deep breaths. So you get to really be with your body and listen to what your body wants. Then making your way back to stillness, we'll slowly release. You can extend that right leg out in front of you and just give it a little wiggle. Whew, I just got a pop in my hip. So I guess it's working. Now go ahead and open your left knee to the side, placing your foot to the inside of your right thigh. Oh wait, We already did this side. Let's switch. Bring the left foot forward and the right knee or the right foot to the inside of your leg. So there we go. Okay, we're going to place your fingertips to the floor alongside your knee. Inhale to lift and extend through your spine, and gently walk your fingertips forward as you exhale. So you can just keep walking those fingers forward, leaning all the way into your stretch, slowly making your way to the edge. Let your shoulders relax down. Try and balance out the shoulders from left to right. Let your head be heavy as you fold down over the leg, and let each breath guide you deeper and deeper into the experience. Give yourself the time to work with whatever arises. See if you could even lean into it a little more. Work your way into the places that are the most tight. Then let's slowly lift your heart and lengthen through your spine, just pressing your heart up. We'll step the right hand to the outside of the left leg and reach your left fingertips back. Get a nice rotation in your spine, revolving the heart around. Then we'll gently fold over the left leg. So again, if you can really reach those right fingertips across, you may be able to access that stretch across the right shoulder, as well as the hamstring, the outer hamstring, the IT band, so much. So just work your way into that twist as you gently fold. Breathe slow and steady, and try not to panic. Just be with it and let yourself work with whatever arises. And we'll slowly make your way back up to center. Okay, then place your right hand to the floor behind you. We're going to roll up onto that right shin, lifting your hips high. Reach the left hand back. Stargazer number 2. Reach from your fingers to your toes, from your toes to your fingers. Stretch your body long. Then we'll gently lower your hips back down to the floor. Coming back to the front, you can cross your left foot to the outside of your right leg. Let's see, I think I need to... You guys still with me? Okay. You're in your seated twist. Wrap your right arm around your knee. Place your left fingertips down behind you. And hey, if that assist was helpful, you can reach your left hand across, grab onto the abdomen, and just pull everything around to that left side. So you get a nice good twist, digestive cleansing. You can use your left fingertips to press into the earth and help you lift up out of your spine. Maybe hug that right knee a little deeper as you twist your heart around further. Yeah. Take one more big deep breath in, expanding through the sides and the backs of your lungs. Then as you exhale, we'll slowly make your way back to center. And then again, we're going to rotate this entire shape 90 degrees. So you can lean back on your hands, rotate the right foot flat down to the floor, and you're in your seated pigeon pose. Press that left knee open to the side as you press your hands into the floor. Lift up your chest and roll your shoulders onto your back. This will deepen the stretch in your hip. Then just gently rock that shape side to side and see what a little bit of movement does for you there. And if you find a sweet spot that feels really good, you can pause and be in stillness there. Whatever is the most supportive for you in your own practice, like make it about you, make it about your body. Ah, good. Then we'll slowly release. You can extend that left leg out in front of you. Give it a little wiggle. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, then extend your right leg out to meet your left. See if you can lean forward a little bit and just pull the flesh of your glutes back so that you really feel your sitting bones connected to the floor and your tailbone isn't scooped under, but you're really like sitting on the sitting bones. And if your knees need to be slightly bent in order to do that, it's okay, no worries. You can just let your knees be bent. You could put a pillow or a blanket or something under your legs, or just let them be there. You'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna reach the fingertips down to the floor, press against the mat to inhale and lift, extend through your spine. Then you can exhale and walk your fingertips forward, gently folding over the legs, working your way into that seated forward fold. So we've already stretched out the legs one at a time, and it becomes a whole new beast when we fold over both legs simultaneously. So slow down your breathing and slow down your thoughts. Just be present with whatever sensations you experience and have a lot of compassion for yourself. Because it can be tight, it can be frustrating, it can be uncomfortable. But let your breath be a soothing balm of comfort and peace and relaxation in your body. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths here. So give yourself to the pose. Let yourself stretch, leaning deeper and deeper into the stretch with each exhale. So at the end of that third exhale, lean in and take it all the way to the edge of your stretch. Then we'll inhale and slowly roll your spine back up. Ooh, nice and easy, just gently, gently, easy, easy. Making your way all the way back up to seating. Seating? Yes. Okay, now go ahead and roll yourself down onto your back. You can hug your knees into your chest. Let your hips relax as you just gently rock yourself side to side. We're going to wrap up our practice with a little happy baby today. I don't know why they call this happy baby, because to me it feels more like a child throwing a temper tantrum. But we'll keep working with it until it becomes happy. So you're going to reach your hands between your 2 knees and take a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Press your knees down towards your armpits. And then open the soles of your feet up towards the sky. So we're doing a little bit of bone stacking here. So your ankles are over your knees, kind of the opposite of a lunge. Then you can use your hands and pull against your feet to press your knees deeper towards the earth. Now, if you anchor your tailbone towards the mat, at the same time that you're pressing down through your feet, it gives you a little counter stretch to deepen the stretch in your hips. Now you can stay right here, or you can play with extending the heels apart wider. You can just experiment with your pose. See what feels good, play with it, find your edge. Then we'll slowly release back to center. Nice and easy. Hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. And then release the soles of your feet flat down to the floor and let your knees fall open to the sides. So you have the soles of your feet together and your knees open wide. Bring your arms up over your head, letting your elbows fall open. Then you can rest one hand into the other, anchoring into the earth, one breath at a time. Feel yourself surrender to gravity, letting the elbows fall open and the knees fall open to the sides. Tune in and see if you can really tap into that subtle, continuous sensation of gravity, anchoring you, magnetizing you towards the earth. And then just see how much you can let go and release into that magnetism. Feel free to stay here and relax in this shape for as long as it feels good and supportive to you. And at any time, whenever you feel ready, you can begin to extend your legs out in front of you and circle your arms down by your sides, settling yourself into your relaxation pose. And as you settle into that Shavasana, just allow yourself to get really comfortable on your mat so that you can truly relax. Like, make any little adjustments that you need to so that you can truly settle in to stillness. And meditate on the sensation of stillness. And take another deep, full breath in. And pause at the top of your breath. See if you can sip in just a little bit more breath, fully expanding your lungs. Then exhale slowly and deeply and feel your body release. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your head side to side. Slowly reawakening your body. You can roll your wrists and ankles around and begin to stretch your arms up over your head, taking a full body stretch. Then roll yourself over to one side. You can pause here for a moment or for a full breath. And when you're ready, you can begin to make your way up into a seat.
All right, everyone, enjoy. Bye, Ruby.
Bye. Bye.
All right, you guys, see you on Friday.
Thanks, Ellen.
Bye.